Parenting is hard. We know this, right? It's like it comes with the job. Add in social media and it can be so difficult to navigate. So joining us this morning with some tips on how to monitor your teen's social media use is Jennifer Maggiore, owner of Catalyst. Good morning,
Good morning.
Jennifer. She's going to help us spy on our kids.
Yes.
So what's kind of the first thing we should do when our kid is, let's say, saying, hey, mom, dad, I want to get on Snapchat or Be Real or TikTok, and my friends are all on it?
Excellent question. Their friends are on it. And I joke when I say spying, but really in my house, our kids know that we do spot checks. We do it right in front of them. We look at text messages. We look at social media posts and private messages. And really importantly, before your child starts on social media, you want to look up which platforms they're going to be on and understand if there's an account type for kids, which helps to prevent some of that adult content, harmful content from getting to them. And you want to understand if there are any parental guidelines which are published by those platforms.
So when you talk about that, you have these tips for us. You said some platforms require teens to be at least 13, but there are some that don't require any age or they don't have any parenting oversight mechanisms.
They don't have oversight mechanisms. Now, it's really important to understand every one of these sites require kids to be 13. We all know that they lie. We all know that they're not. And it's important also to understand that the reason for that is so that those sites can't collect information. It's not to protect kids who are 13 or younger. So there is nothing really that's going to stop them from eventually coming across content we don't want them to see. It's important to understand that.
So there's 3 of them that you say in particular we need to watch. It's TikTok, Be Real, and Snapchat.
Those are really popular.
Yeah, so let's tackle the first one, Snapchat.
Snapchat. So Snapchat and TikTok do have account types for kids, which helps to filter out some of that content. You can limit the amount of time that they're on those platforms each day. Be Real does not publish their own parental guidelines for kids and teens, and they don't have any parental controls. So it's really important that you're vigilant if your child's on Be Real.
How do you navigate, let's say, like a Snapchat? Like, it seems like, at least me at home, I was thinking, I'm on Snapchat now, and I asked my kids, show me how to operate this app. My youngest helped me. My older 2 were like, why do I need to add you as a friend? And I was like, or we're taking the phone away. But how do you actually have to get on and teach yourself, right?
Absolutely.
You have to explore it.
Yes, and it's really important to understand you don't have to be a marketing pro as a parent. You don't have to be the Snapchat expert, but you do need to understand the basic mechanisms that your child is using when they're sharing information, when people are sharing information with them. Is that information private, which isn't really private, it just means that people they approve can see that content, and understanding private messaging.
Talk about ghost mode on Snapchat.
I'll have to ask my son. I'm totally not familiar with ghost mode.
So the location, there's a location portion, right, of Snapchat where
Yes.
you can open it up and it tells you where everybody's at,
Yes.
including where you could live.
You can turn that off. And the other thing that's important is a lot of these sites don't strip the metadata from, most of the social media sites do, but a lot of other sites don't, where you might post pictures and videos.
Right.
You can actually turn off metadata on iPhones and Android devices.
Oh, that's good. How do we do that in our settings?
It's really easy. Yes, just Google it. It's just a few steps, and then the day and time stamp and the location are not visible with that media.
So with your sons, you just on a whim, you're like, hey, hand over the phone, let me check it out.
Yes.
Is that how it works?
Absolutely.
And they just hand it over?
Yep, and the older they get and the more credible they are with us, everybody messes up. They're going to mess up. The internet is intangible for them. They don't understand that once it's out there, it's potentially out there forever. They don't understand that there are people on the other side with phones and computers that might be lying to them about who they are or why they want information. They don't get it. They're going to mess up. The important thing is that we need to check, be vigilant, have conversations when we see something concerning. Know that your child has the judgment to come to you, or they shouldn't be on those sites yet.
Okay, Jennifer, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the tips. I appreciate it. All right, still ahead here this morning.
We have a lot of stories. Good stuff, you guys. Arizona State Fair gets underway in just